In 2015, the world witnessed one of the most humiliating breaches in the history of American intelligence. Not by a foreign government, not by an elite hacker syndicate, but by a 15-year-old boy sitting in his bedroom. He called himself Default, and what began as a prank soon became a digital war against the most powerful intelligence agencies on Earth. Default wasn't alone. Across the ocean, another teenager, Kraka, from the United Kingdom, shared his obsession with breaking into the forbidden corners of the internet. Together, they formed a small group called CWA, Crackers with Attitude, a mix of mischief, rebellion, and pure digital chaos. But what they were about to do would shock the entire world. It started with a phone call. Default, pretending to be a Verizon technician, tricked his way into accessing the personal email of John Brennan, the director of the CIA. He convinced Verizon to reset Brennan's account, then quietly logged in. Inside, he found files, sensitive ones, documents on drone programs, private contact lists, even social security numbers of top U.S. officials. He wasn't just browsing. He was reading the private life of America's top spy. Soon, they breached other officials, the DHS secretary, the FBI deputy director, and the White House chief of staff. They even called them live, laughing, and taunting. The CIA tried to track them, but the boys were always one step ahead, hiding behind VPNs, Tor networks, and burner accounts. And then they went public. They leaked the personal data of 20,000 FBI employees. Names, phone numbers, emails, all dumped online. The internet exploded. Mainstream news couldn't believe it. Two teenagers had humiliated America's most secret institutions. But who were these kids, really? They weren't Russian agents or trained cyber warriors. They were bored, lonely, looking for meaning in a world that ignored them. For them, hacking wasn't just rebellion, it was power, a way to be heard in a system that never listened. Then came the moment everything changed. One night, Kraka made a mistake, an unprotected connection. The FBI traced his location. In a quiet British neighborhood, a tactical team stormed his house. Screens smashed, cables ripped. The teenager who hacked the CIA was now crying on his bedroom floor. Across the Atlantic, Default vanished. Some say he went dark. Others claim he turned himself in. But the legend of CWA was over. In interviews, Kraka later said, "We never meant to harm anyone. We just wanted to show how broken their system was." And maybe he was right, because the hacks exposed shocking flaws, outdated systems, weak verification, blind trust in authority. The US government quietly strengthened its cyber defenses afterward. These kids, in their chaos, had forced a digital revolution. But their story wasn't new. Years before, Edward Snowden leaked the NSA's mass surveillance programs. Hacktivists like Anonymous and LulzSec showed the power of collective rebellion. And CWA, in their wild, reckless way, became the next chapter in that evolution. The age of hackers was no longer about code. It was about control, of truth, of privacy, of fear. Today, governments monitor us more than ever. Cameras on every corner, data harvested from every device. Ironically, the very hacks that exposed the system made it stronger, more secure, more watching. And the question remains, when you fight surveillance, do you make it worse? The teenage hackers who embarrassed the CIA are long gone now. Some are rebuilding their lives. Some disappeared into the deep web, but their story lingers, a digital ghost of a time when the world realized you don't need an army to start a war, just a Wi-Fi signal and a reason.